Hey everybody, this is Pablo with Mattress Makers.
And I'm Gabe.
In this episode, we are talking about the differences between latex hybrids and memory foam hybrids. So let's go. Hybrid mattresses, there's never been a strong definition of what a hybrid mattress is. We've done a couple videos on hybrid mattresses, but a question that always comes up is what is a hybrid mattress and what is the difference between a memory foam hybrid and a latex hybrid? Gabe, really quick, what's a quick definition of a hybrid mattress?
Quick definition. All right, hold on. Let me back up real quick. Tell you what is it. Let me show you. First off, let me just show you what a memory foam mattress is, right? So you got a foam base layer.
Okay.
And then you put a memory foam top on it.
This is essentially a memory foam mattress with the cover on. Yeah, in the most basic terms.
I'll put it side by side, okay, so that way people know, right? Okay, here's a latex mattress, right? You got a latex base layer and a latex top.
There you go.
That's a latex mattress.
Yeah.
So you asked
foam base layer, latex base layer.
Exactly.
Okay.
You asked what is a hybrid though.
Yeah.
All right. So a hybrid is using, it's not like a Bonnell coil, not your traditional connected coil. It's gonna be a pocketed coil.
Okay.
And then in memory foam, it'll be a memory foam layer.
So this is essentially a simple memory foam hybrid mattress.
Correct.
Instead of the base layer is really the only big difference.
Big difference. All you do is swap in the base layer.
And also in the top quilting, usually memory foam hybrids are not quilted, are smooth top, right?
Smooth top, right.
Yes, because memory foam mattresses are usually smooth top. And if you want to know a little bit more about quilted top, smooth top, we did a video a long time ago about that. I can link to the
Yeah. So really just swapping it, but it's using a pocket coil when you call it a hybrid.
There you go.
And then you got a latex hybrid. What is a latex hybrid? One, get rid of the memory foam, put the latex in there. And then you got
That's a
latex hybrid.
Essentially, in a nutshell,
Yeah.
in the most simple terms, the latex hybrid, memory foam hybrid, that's kind of the construction, is the difference in the base layer, the support layer.
Right.
Make sense? Okay.
And it's like, of course, there's specialty foam or special. It's really a pocket coil with a specialty material on top, right?
Yeah, the specialty, usually memory foam or latex.
Yeah.
Those are the two main specialty foams. There's some other ones that you can probably find out there, but those are the two main types of the specialty foams. Now, we got this mattress recently. It's a Simmons BeautyRest hybrid mattress. And I was like, that'd be interesting. Let's open it up, pick it apart, and let's compare it with one of our mattresses, latex hybrid mattresses. So let's do side by side, just so we can compare. Again, there's different nuances between different brands, but this was a very popular memory foam hybrid. What was it, 2020?
This was 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
And the story behind this one?
Well, it's a soft, it's a plush. So the customer had it. They just replaced it this year, and it was too soft.
Okay.
But there's just, you look at it, it doesn't look like there's impressions in it.
It doesn't look like there's much
It
impression.
just softened up too much for them, and then it felt hard to move around.
Okay.
So that's the issue. Wasn't like, you know what, if I get a little bit more support, make it firmer, but they couldn't do that.
So let's go side by side really quick. Gabe, first of all, since we're comparing memory foam hybrids versus latex hybrids, before we start opening it up and tearing them up, let's go by feel real quick. I know we can't really gauge by feel, like tell you about comfort, because comfort's subjective, but you could give me an idea about the feel. So go ahead.
I thought we were going to do this.
We're gonna do this. Right. So, because he used to do this a long time ago and lay on the mattresses, and he stopped.
Yeah. I got some bad rash. That's
all
the
right.
reason why.
Yes, he got a rash on some customer's old mattress. But then we had it on the comment section. People were asking about.
Gabe, lay down.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
We miss Gabe laying on mattresses. Gabe, okay.
So what do I feel?
All right.
So I can tell what the customer's saying. I'm in the middle, and my body's tilting to the right.
Tilting to, okay.
So it's sinking into where they sleep at, right? So they slept right here, and it doesn't feel bad, but my hips are further into the bed.
Okay.
But when I go to the middle, where I'm sure they didn't really sleep at, yeah, I feel good.
Okay.
It's a pretty good feeling. It's soft, but I feel supportive.
Okay.
Come on this side. Now I feel like I'm tilted to the left, going out to the edge of the bed.
Okay.
But yeah, you can feel it softer. It's a soft bed. Yeah, I tell why the customer replaced it, because I am being pulled to the outside of the bed.
Okay.
So
compare it with the latex hybrid. Let's just go by feel right now. Like, how do they feel different?
All right.
That's really probably one of the biggest questions.
Yeah.
What's the difference in how they feel?
So right now I'm supportive. Now this is a firmer one, but I'm not stuck in the mattress though. I can easily move inside of it, and it doesn't have that like stuck feeling.
Okay.
That's the big thing on it. There's little nuances, right, from this hybrid to that hybrid. This one's going to have a little bit more support and stuff like that. But as far as responsiveness, this is the faster response. This one is harder to kind of move from side to side.
So
the latex hybrid.
that's probably the biggest
I mean,
difference.
the memory foam hybrid is harder to move side to side.
You would say this is more of like you're in the mattress, stuck in the mattress.
Yeah, if you're stuck in the mattress right here, and it's just tougher to go from side to side. I'm typically a side sleeper or a back sleeper, so when I move from one side to the other, it's harder to move.
Okay, and then with this, is you're a little bit more on top of the
Correct.
bit more.
Yeah, I was on top of it a bit more.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like I'm not just stuck inside of it, and if I could easily move from left to right.
And that's really the biggest difference is when it comes overall the feel. And it's not a bad thing.
Right.
This is not worse. This is not better or vice versa. It is a preference where if you like that more in this, like you're in the mattress feel, memory foam tends to give you more of that. Where latex, it does a good job of conforming, but it also kind of pushes up a little bit more active support. That would be the biggest difference as far as the feel goes, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now we're gonna pick apart this bed. We compared the feel as far as the comfort on both of them or the feel on both of them. Now let's compare just the construction on the inside.
Yeah.
We're gonna open up this bed, pick it apart, and just so you can see inside how they're made differently.
Yeah.
So,
But first, let's make sure we get the measurement on it.
Okay. Yeah, this is
First thing, do you notice it?
this is really light.
Yeah, super light.
This is this is comparing it with this one. I mean, right off the bat, this is a king size, about a 12, 13-inch mattress.
Let's see how thick this is.
All right. The weight of it, this is about a
13.5-inch thick mattress.
13.5-inch thick mattress, and it's a king size. You would think it's going to be more heavy, but this is actually really lightweight.
Yeah.
As we open it, we're going to see why it's lightweight, but just overall, generally speaking, you can kind of give an idea of the quality of the mattress by the weight of the mattress.
Yeah.
And that's really the reason why is the densities of the material, densities of the foam. But I think also what's going to tell us a lot is the edge, just without even opening it.
Right, you feel.
One big difference is we feel in the edge support where this is a foam encased mattress, which is going to lighten the load on the mattress. But again, some of these big mattresses I've seen, they're like almost like cotton candy where you think it's going to be big and bulky and heavy, but it's light.
Like,
and that's just a lighter density materials. The heavier density materials, the longer they're going to last you.
Yeah.
The lighter density materials, the lighter density foams, it's going to break down quicker. So, little overall guiding principle. When you're mattress shopping, lift them up. No, I mean, you could do that too. Actually, that might be a little tip, you know?
Yeah.
Just like, man, if this is like cotton candy.
This is probably lighter than that full-size one.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Okay, let's open this up. It's been a while since we've done this.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Wow. First off, it's cold.
Oh yeah,
right?
Cold as ice.
Cold as ice. Don't put your hands directly on it because you might get like that frostbite.
This kind of reminds me of Superman's fortress, but yeah, how cold it is. You know, he's in the I think the South Pole. Let's see. Well, real quick too, on the cover, we can see the cover.
Yeah.
This is actually nice ticking. Like this ticking, it is a really super soft, stretchy ticking on it. A lot of good stretch, which, like we said, with memory foam hybrids, you get it's not really quilted. You know, where a quilted mattress is going to be a little bit tighter. This one, you're almost directly on top of the memory foam. There's a little bit of quilting like laminated to it, which will open it up, but it's not like your typical quilting. Let's open this up. Let's see.
You got it? Here,
man. I got my bad wrist.
Here's this one.
Here, go for you. Do it, man.
Yeah, Pablo's a Marvel guy. You can see he was trying to be like Spider-Man. He likes Spider-Man so much.
I like Wolverine too. So we got the ticking, and then
Got the FR,
the FR.
which is most likely is going to be the.
This looks like I can see a little bit of the little shards, little fibers. It kind of looks like a fiberglass. They probably don't use fiberglass anymore, but back in the day that was more common. So when I say back in the day, just a few years ago.
Got that ice foam.
This is another of that, about an inch of that foam of this. This is, you're directly right on top of it, right here. There's notice that there's not really a fiber, which the fiber, when you quilt it, it would kind of take it away from that. I would start declassing. Declassify it as a hybrid, as a memory foam hybrid at least. Okay, so this is the cover. Then you got the stretchiness, and then right underneath the cover, so we've got about an inch of this gel memory foam here, and then you have these 3 layers. These are all glued down. So here, let's open this.
Pull it back,
just so you can see the glue. You know.
Pull it back.
Well, let's take off this top layer first.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Okay,
take the layer.
Well, I'm just trying to get it all, man. All right,
Okay. So I mean, this is the glue-in, which you guys, if you've seen our past videos, you know my opinion on glue-in. I'm not a huge fan of glue-in over time just because they shift. It takes away some of the breathability. I would prefer to do the tufting, but most companies do the glue-in. So there's another vessel. We've got an inch here, an inch here. So that's, and these are, if they feel about the same density, you know?
Yeah.
They don't feel much different. And now this one is a little, this is not a memory foam. This is a
Right.
very different type of.
This is just a foam in between the coils and the memory foam.
All right. Okay, as we've talked about the 3 parts to a mattress, we talked about the cover. We talked now this is the comfort layer. This is where you're going to get most of the comfort and the most of the pressure relief is coming from this layer.
Yep.
These 3, and when I say layer, this section, this one actually has 3 1-inch layers. Usually there are multiple layers, and then we have the support layer. This is
These are the pocketed coils.
The pocketed coils. Now we talked about why this one was so light. 2 reasons. This material, it does not feel that dense, you know? I mean, it is a bit lighter weight than latex. I mean, even I've seen memory foams that are really heavy, you know, like Tempur-Pedic. They use a really high density memory foam,
right?
You know, this one, it seems it's just a bit more mid to lower density memory foam, which at the price point, I think this one in a king size, this was like between $2,000 and $2,500, I believe, which is not crazy expensive at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, but now let's look at this. Now they put this scrim on top. All right.
All along the edge, you got the rail, the foaming case, right?
Yeah, so this is the edge support of this mattress. There's a few ways that companies do edge support. Edge support, it's an important part of the bed because you don't want to feel like you're rolling off the bed. You don't want to feel like you're sinking in over time. And again, going back to like past videos, like if you guys have seen past videos of us, you would know my opinion on foam encasement. And I'm not trying to bash on it, but here's the thing with foam encasement. Over time, it is going to, let's zoom in a little bit. So over time, as you just continue to like sit and put weight on it, this foam will tend to weaken over time.
It starts to buckle, right?
Yeah, it'll tend to buckle over time. You'll notice it while you're laying down on the bed too, because then you'll start feeling like you're rolling off. And then when you see coil count or coil density, we did a whole video on coil counts and coil density. A lot of companies will use this as a coil density. They'll count like how many so-called coils would 2 to 3 inches fit.
Right.
How many inches is this, Gabe?
4.
4 inches. Yeah. So it's about two rows of coils, you know?
Yep.
And what that does is it makes the mattress lighter. And I recommend you guys watch that edge support video that we've done because it saves on cost. That's the big thing too, is it does save on cost. Less expensive to do foam encasement than do 100% coils.
Right.
The foam encasement, it's one way for the edge support, nice and stable on the showroom. It looks really, really nice and clean. But in the long run, it tends to break down or buckle. I mean, I'm just not a huge fan of it. Not bad, not horrible, but in my opinion, not a big fan.
Not a big fan.
Watch that video on edge support if you want to learn a little bit more about edge support. Okay, so let's go
take a look at the gauge.
Let's
look at coil gauge.
Let's do it. All right, Gabe.
I brought my trusted tool.
Coil gauge. What is the coil gauge, Gabe?
The coil gauge is the thickness of the wire in the coil.
Okay.
So is it going to be a firm coil? Is it soft? So usually like the thinner the wire, the higher the number.
Yes.
Right? So we're probably looking, it's like a 15 and a half inch probably. Very close to 16, but 15 and a half.
About a 15 and a half inch coil?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
15 and a half inch gauge.
That's about a standard. That's not bad. So
now, wait, hold on. So we pulled that out. Let's see if it's, man, if we can, how tall that coil is. It's just under 9 inches. Let me see. And it's about 9 inches actually.
Yeah.
So it's a 9-inch coil.
And a 9-inch pocket.
Yeah. And
okay.
So as you saw before, ours it was the power loaded coil.
Yeah. We'll open up ours. So
well, I don't want to pull out.
So this is essentially the BeautyRest memory foam hybrid.
Yep.
You know, it's got the support layer and you got the 3 1-inch layers of the poly foam. 2 of those inches are going to be the memory foam.
Yep.
Okay. Now let's open up the latex hybrid, one of our hybrids. Let's see.
Story on this one is this is our mattress. It's a latex hybrid. It's our Delmar. It's got the pocketed coil. It's a quad coil underneath it, and then we're using Dunlop latex in this model.
Okay. Well.
And then there's organic cotton and wool in this mattress.
Yeah. Now, do we need to use the blade on this one?
Well, to see the top layer, we just unzip it.
Okay. So no blade needed. All right. So this is how we design our beds with the zipper top. It does.
And here's the thing though. Remember that customer, they felt like, man, it's just, I wish I could replace that, like get it firmer.
Yes.
Well, obviously you had to cut yours open to do it. Ours, we could just
if that were to happen on one of our mattresses, and because usually the comfort layer is going to get the one with all the punishment.
Yeah.
Just unzip it. We'll switch out that layer for you. Makes it very easy if there's any comfort issues or even any structural issues. Is replace it. Actually, this is not done. This looks like Tele.
No, it looks like actually this is Tele.
Yeah, this is Tele. All right.
Hey. I was wrong.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
you know, he's not the gospel.
Yeah,
He does not speak the gospel all the time.
This is
so
a Tally
take
latex.
whatever he says. He's 100% right about 30% of the time. Okay, so this is real quick. Where's the
measuring tape?
tape measure, just so they can see the thickness. About 3 inch. This is 3 inches of latex.
Yeah.
And that's really the sweet spot that we have found. We have used 2 inches of latex in our comfort layers in the past. We've used 4 inches. 2 inches was a little bit too little because sometimes you'll bottom out. You know, a heavier person will hit that base layer. 4 inches was just a little bit overkill, a little bit too much, unnecessary. 3 inches that we found, that's sweet spot for most people when it comes to that comfort layer. So,
one thing I do want to just, because you probably can see it, is, and we get this question sometimes, latex being a natural product, right? You can see the color, right? There's
little
some
discoloration.
discoloration. Sometimes it's in a little spot like that. Sometimes I've seen it like on the whole top of it.
it's like a tan mark or something.
Yeah, it's like a pinkish, and it's almost like that oxidation type effect. And then you kind of see on the side. So that's just part of the whole manufacturing process of it.
And
It
that's
doesn't affect anything.
Yeah, that's generally with any latex. Tally tends to be more cleaner looking than Dunlop, but even that, you know, you'll find some imperfections with the Tally.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead. And,
Check. Well, let's just fold it just to kind of see on this one real quick. Let's hold it this way. So again, see, this is not going to affect the mattress of it. It's just that it's sometimes you get that loose like foam on it.
on the mold, sometimes when I'm pulling off on
Yeah.
the mold, you get these because it's almost like a big waffle iron. I like to say.
Yep.
When they're pouring, it's in a liquid and a waffle iron. Sometimes they're separating it. So sometimes you see these imperfections. It doesn't affect the support. Doesn't affect the comfort. Doesn't affect the longevity. Before we open up this part, let's open up the quilting. Now here is a difference between a memory foam hybrid and a latex hybrid that, at least in our definition, for me to consider it a memory foam hybrid, I would say it shouldn't be quilted, you know, like a typical mattress. But with a latex hybrid, I'm okay with quilting it because the quilting gives it that little bit more structure to it, but I would still consider it a hybrid. You know, you don't see many smooth top latex mattresses, you know, because of the LFR, and then wool is really that fire retardant that we use in our latex mattresses and latex hybrids. You need to have that fire retardant. Wool is that fire retardant, you know? Okay, so now let's pick apart the Delmar, our latex hybrid mattress, just so you can see what's inside it. And again, we're gonna start from the top. We're gonna use, this is organic cotton on the top. And what do we quilt it with, Gabe?
Wool.
Wool. So I don't want to cut this cover open, but we have another sample cover that I'll cut open just so you can see what's inside the quilting. So, Gabe, why don't you grab that?
All right, let me go grab it. I'm Pablo's gopher.
All right, Igor. Okay.
All right, so check it out. You got organic cotton on this side.
Yeah.
You know, we changed the design, but we had this fabric.
Yeah, this is an older one, but I just want to show you what's inside this.
So you can see organic cotton's the same fabric, but what we're gonna do is just cut it. You can see all it is wool. What we've noticed is a lot of times there's like a blend or something like that. It hasn't just been seem like it's just wool, right?
Yeah. So this is New Zealand Jama wool. We use, before it's all matted down, before we put in the quilter, is about 1 inch. The advantage of wool, what is the advantage of wool?
Yeah, one, it does a good job at just wicking away moisture. It's just a more breathable material.
Yes.
It also helps like regulate your temperature, so it doesn't like overheat.
Yes.
Tell customers it just sleeps more neutral, right? So it's not gonna overheat your mattress, and it's not gonna be a cool material, but it's gonna be neutral.
Yes.
And then natural fire retardant.
Yeah, it's a natural fire barrier. Like most fibers that you're going to find in mattresses, are you going to use like a polyester-based or not fire barrier, but fiber. Well, wool, people think one of the big misconceptions of wool, people think it gets hot. It's actually, like you were saying, actually more neutral. So that's why we use wool. One of the best, it's the most expensive fire barrier, but also one of the best.
Yeah.
So that's what's inside this cover.
Yep, let's throw that out.
Okay.
All right.
Now let's open up. Now let's see what's inside the support layer. So here's a difference. What were you going to say, Gabe?
So I was gonna say, right here you got the cover, so you know, instead of it being directly on the coils, right, the latex directly on the coils, like a lot of companies, they end up doing that, right?
Yeah.
We did that in the past.
Yes.
We figured like there was a design flaw in it, which we shot that video.
Yeah, we did that video a few months ago.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull open the, so you can see exactly what's inside of it.
So yeah, real quick, going off that, we changed the design of it. Now it's in 2 compartments. Before, the latex of the coils were in 1 compartment. we separate them into 2 compartments. What that does, it prevents the shifting, it prevents the coils, the latex from migrating over too much, and it prevents the coils from like separating, it prevents the accordion effect. So being able to have them in 2 separate compartments makes it a lot more stable mattress, keeps the integrity of the mattress, and just the structure of the mattress without any of that shifting. Because yeah, that was just a nightmare that we learned that they need to be 2 separate compartments, and not just the 2. We didn't just plop the coils on the inside. So Gabe, what's going on in here?
Pull this down. So we put a fabric all around the coils.
So yeah, this is the little
protects the
protects the corners. That's one thing we've learned is better to protect the edges.
So we're trying to figure out, man, how do we design this better so that this cover's not sliding all around?
Yes.
But we don't want to use glues. And so we're like, hey, you know what we can do is let's hog ring it to the coils.
Gabe, real quick, hog ringing is a technical term, mattress jargon. What is a hog ring?
It's like stapling it, right?
Yeah.
It's just like stapling it to the
Grabs
coils.
it, yes. Yeah. That's what a hog ring is.
And they're not. They're
dang,
tough,
this is tough. We can't just like, golly, man. Am I that weak? And I got one wrist, but
well, use your spider,
man, no, Wolverine, dude, Wolverine.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
So we're gonna pull this one back, and I'm gonna pull this one. All right. So you can see here's the coils. It gets hog ring to the actual coil.
Yes.
And from there, all right.
There you go.
Start pulling it out.
Okay.
So now you can see the coils.
Here, open up a little bit more, just so you can see the difference in the coils too. We talked about on that memory foam hybrid, the edge support. You had the foam and case edge support. You notice there's no foam and case on this one. It goes edge to edge coiled. So look at the edge support. So this is, if you can see the difference. So this is called, or this is our quad coil. Yeah. Dude, you don't realize how much you need your other wrist, man. All right, so you need it. Okay, so this is on the edge support, Gabe. What do we do differently on this edge support?
Yeah, so it's a firmer gauge on the edge.
Okay.
So it's a firmer coil.
So let's, you know what, man? Let's separate. I don't like ruining our beds, but for science sake and for education, let's measure the gauge on this.
All right.
We put firmer coils around the edge and softer coils in the middle. Okay. You don't really have to do crazy big. All right.
All right. So here's the edge. Let's see, 13. About a 13 gauge. Go to 14 ain't gonna fit. You got a 13 gauge on the coil.
13 gauge. Okay. Now let's go.
And then to the center of it, where you sleep, right? The comfort should be about a 15.
You can just see that the difference in the thickness already.
So it's a 15 gauge.
So kind of that's the same of what we saw.
Yeah,
with the
on that one. So you ask, well, why do the 13 and a half, 15 gauge? You know, you want a good strong support when you're sitting on the mattress. Right?
Yes.
You don't want it to just be buckling and going right through it. Also, when you're sleeping on the edge of the bed, you're getting kicked onto the edge of the bed, right? You don't want to just all of a sudden roll over. So you want a firmer edge support. So that's why we use a thicker gauge on the edge. And then you're sleeping though, as you're lying flat, your body is like fully dispersed, your body weight's dispersed. You want some cushion there. You don't want to just be on a board.
Yeah.
You want it to do some conforming to your body.
You want it to conform, and with foam encasement, there's more. You can feel that transition from foam to springs.
Yeah.
When it's a full edge-to-edge coil, you don't feel that transition, at least not nearly as much.
Right.
You know, even though these are firmer coils, it's not as noticeable as having that foam encased.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference with the edge support, the coils. Now the coils. We've done videos like not all pocketed coils are created equal, which you can see on that one, which we'd go a little bit deeper in the coils. And also we did a video recently on coil count. And really, what are the most important factors when it comes to coil count? One of the big important factors when it comes to coils is the amount of steel that's in that coil. Like you can do 2 8-inch tall coils, but one big difference that we use on our coil system, what's the size of this pocket, Gabe?
Should be about 8 and a half.
About an 8?
Hold on.
So
all right, it's like 8. Yep.
It's an 8-inch tall coil. What we do is what most people do, what most companies do, these guys included, they put an either 8-inch coil inside of an 8-inch pocket or a 9-inch coil inside of a 9-inch pocket. The coil system that we use, we put actually a 10-inch spring inside of an 8-inch pocket. It's called power loading. We did, again, that video shows us, I don't want to open up this coil and like totally ruin this bed, but that is going to be, the big difference is that power loading and that coil. That sums it up with the latex, between the latex hybrids and a memory foam hybrid mattress.
Yep.
We talked about the comfort. Comfort is a very subjective thing, but the feel, The memory foam has that more sinking in feeling. If you like that more sinking in feeling, maybe the memory foam hybrid might be a better feel for you.
Yeah.
Or latex is a little bit more buoyant, a little bit more on top of, a little bit more life. That's probably the biggest difference in the feel of the mattress. We talked about the durability of the mattress. You know, where if there's any issues with the mattress, we have that zipper top where you can make those adjustments for the comfort issues or just any structural issues. And latex overall, it is a more durable material as it is, you know. I mean, one way to tell, like I said, the weight of the mattress, the memory foam hybrid is a lot
Super
lighter.
light. Yeah,
Yes.
super light.
Is more of a lightweight, where this is more of a heavyweight, you know, where the durability is going to be a lot more noticeable on the latex hybrid. Temperature, a little bit, we didn't talk too much about temperature, at least not directly, but the materials gave with the temperature.
It's going to be more breathable with
Yeah.
the latex and the coil and the cover of the organic cotton and the wool. So it's going to be more breathable than that than a polyurethane and a polyester base.
Yeah, it's a nice ticking on the top. The fabric, nice stretchy fabric, but it's a polyester fabric with memory foam right on top. Not the most breathable, even though the foam is blue. Doesn't mean it's cool. Where you got the organic cotton, you have the wool, you have the latex. All of those things are going to be more breathable. We talked about the edge support.
Yep.
And again, this is just between these two. Foam and case edge support, edge to edge coil edge support. So I would give this slight advantage or significant
I
advantage.
give a big advantage.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be.
Come on.
Trying to be dogmatic. Fair.
Fair.
You know, but I would give it for the latex hybrid. Coil system, they're both pocketed coils, but again, power loaded coil. I would strongly suggest watch that video that we did on coil count. That goes a little bit deeper in the different types of coils and what's important when it comes to coils.
You guys, if you found this helpful, please like, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, especially if there's questions on like, hey, you know, how to help you in your mattress shopping journey so that, you know, because that's also content for us that we think, oh, let's, you know, make a video on this and cover this.
That helps.
Please like and subscribe to our channel and give us a call if you want to talk to a mattressologist.
Yeah.
Either Pablo, myself, one of our sales guys, or our mattressologists, you know, they'll be happy to help you answer any questions you have finding a mattress that's fitted for you.
Yeah, I'll put the number in the link in the description below, and or you could just schedule a one-on-one phone call to help you walk you through the journey. We even put together a mattress shopping guide too to break down mattress shopping tips. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sleep well. God bless. Good night.
Good night.